All right, guys. So I jumped a little bit ahead of myself in the last video. There was a little bit more for us to do. So before you go head off and work on the sheet that I'm going to post on our class webpage, we're going to take a look at creating some other types of polygons, some other types of shapes. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these different line segments here, and we're going to create some different pentagons. Now, pentagons are five-sided shapes. So we did triangles. And then we are going to now jump to pentagons, which are shapes that have five sides. If we were together in class, we would be taking our straws and our twisties, and you would be creating two different pentagons on your own. Okay, I wish that you guys could have the same screen as me, but you definitely could work with me a little bit. If you had popsicle sticks or if you have straws at home, you could grab five of them and lay them out in front of you, and you can create your own pentagons with those five items. So anything that's straight, even toothpicks would work. If you have anything that you could collect five or six of, because six is going to be the next shape that we do, anything that could create straight lines, why don't you go ahead and grab them, pause the video, and then bring them back. And then you can make your pentagons with me. All right. So, and if you don't have any items, that's fine too. You can just watch along, but it's fun if you have some that you could create with. Okay. So we're going to start with one line segment. All right. Now, how are we going to, let's see if they're going to let us twist it. Yeah. And they let us make it longer or shorter too, which is awesome. Okay. So that's 1, 2. Now, as we put these together, we're going to see that we're going to have to move them around a little bit, right? Because if I go and stick this guy right in here, that's not going to be a five-sided shape. And if I connect this guy here, that's also not going to be a five-sided shape. So I have to find a way to move my lines so that I can create a five-sided shape, right? If I do that, and then I connect this one here and move this guy down here, I have now created a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided pentagon. It is a polygon because it's straight lines, it's closed in, and none of my lines intersect. So that's one way that we could do it. Another way that you can do it is we're going to take this line here, all right, and then we're going to bring another line up here, almost as if we're forming the top of a triangle, except we're going to move those down. And then we're going to connect another one here, swing that one around. Bring another guy over here and bring that down here. And then we're going to go ahead and take one more, which is our fifth. Bring it down here. I love that you can make these longer and shorter and connect it. So now we have a very different pentagon, but it's still a pentagon. It's still a polygon. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. It has 5 vertices. These red dots are actually pointing out our vertices, and then inside are our angles. So even though they look very different, they're both pentagons because they both have 5 sides. They are polygons because they are straight lines. They are not showing any openings, and they are not intersecting in any way. So maybe your pentagon looks like mine, or maybe your pentagon looks different. But as long as it has 5 sides, and those 5 sides are not crossing each other or not leaving any opens, then you have created an awesome polygon. All right, let's take a look at our next set, which is going to be 6-sided. Right? A shape that has 6 sides is called a hexagon. I like to remember that because the X in hexagon is the same as the X in 6. So now we're going to use those line segments, and we're going to create a 6-sided shape. So if you only grabbed 5 items before, go ahead and grab a 6th one, whether it's a straw, a popsicle stick, a toothpick, whatever you're using. Anything that is a straight line you could use. And if you have 6 of them, that would be great. And let's create some hexagons. All right, so I'm going to start off with 1, 2. Bring this guy here. I got to move that because if I keep it straight, all I'm doing is creating one straight line. I'm going to put another guy here. So that's 3. 3 is half of 6. So this could be my top half. And then I'm going to do the same for my bottom half. So this is going to make 4. And this is going to make 5. And then this guy right here will be 6. Okay, and we have a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices, which means 6 angles. All right, so now we're going to try and get really creative here, and we're going to create another one. Okay, and that's counting as I go along. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So what I have created here is another hexagon. Looks very different than this one where I tried my best to keep all of my sides the same. But if it has the same sides, the same angles, and the same vertices, then it is indeed another type of hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from our pentagons, all we did is added one side. So just like our greedy triangle, every time you add a side, you're changing the shape into a different shape. A triangle to a quadrilateral to a pentagon to a hexagon, right? And then he went on and on and on to do all different kinds of shapes. So when you are creating shapes, the amount of sides that you put into that shape does matter because that is going to change what type of shape it is that you are creating. So we have created 2 more polygons here, straight lines, closed in, and no intersections. And now we are ready for our polygon practice with the sheet that I'm going to post on our webpage. All right, guys, that is it for sure. And I will see you later. Bye.